welcome to the subject database management system. We are in seventh session today. And the topic is we're continuing the earlier topic, that is advantages of using database approach. In the last class, that is in session number 6, we considered some advantages of using database approach, and now we shall consider the remaining advantages of using database approach. So fifth advantage is providing backup and recovery. Point number 1, the backup and recovery subsystem of the DBMS is responsible for recovery from hardware or software failures. Point number 2, for example, if the computer system fails in the middle of complex update program, the recovery subsystem is responsible for making sure that the database is restored to the state it was in before the program started executing. So students, providing backup and recovery is very important, because database is a central resource and there is bound to be some problem, so hence backup and recovery are very important. Sixth, providing multiple user interfaces. Point number 1, because many types of users with varying level of technical knowledge use database, a DBMS should provide a variety of user interfaces. Students, you very well know there are different types of employees working in an organization. Naturally, they will be using this database, and hence, since their technical knowledge is different, you should have various types of user interfaces so that users can interact very well. Point number 2, these include query language for casual users, programming language interface for application programmers, form and command codes for parametric users, and menu driven interfaces and natural language interfaces for standalone users. So students, depending upon the technical knowledge level, different kinds of user should have different types of user interfaces, and DBMS should provide this. Point number 3, both form styles interfaces and menu driven interfaces are commonly known as graphical user interfaces, that is GUI. Point number 7, representing complex relationship among data. Point number 1, a database may include numerous varieties of data that are interrelated in many ways. Point number 2, a DBMS must have the capability to represent a variety of complex relationships among the data, as well as to retrieve and update related data easily and efficiently. Students, database should be able to represent complex relationship among data items as well. Any data item should be easily retrieved, updated, and again stored efficiently. Point number 8, that is 8 characteristics enforcing integrity constraints. Point number 1, most database applications have certain integrity constraints that must hold for the data. Point number 2, a DBMS should provide capabilities for defining and enforcing these constraints. Point number 3, the simplest type of integrity constraints involves specifying the data type for each data item. Students, you very well know there are certain rules that are to be followed or certain restrictions. These we can call as constraints. Okay, so the data items can be uniformly defined. The simplest constraint is that you can use data type for particular data item. Even the data length is a constraint. Point number 4. It is the database designer's responsibility to identify integrity constraints during database design. So students, it is the responsibility of database designer to take care of these integrity constraints. One very important aspect regarding constraint is that, for example, your university roll number, okay, it is okay 9 digits, and 9 digits are to be filled essentially. So this is one of the constraints. Now we'll take up additional implications of using database approach. We'll just list them. One, potential for enforcing standards. With the database approach, you can enforce standards among the data items collected. Point number 2, reduced application development time. Since database is already ready, that is central resource, only the need is to develop the programs. Flexibility. Point number 4, availability of up-to-date information. And fifth, economics of scale. Students, so today we have taken up the remaining advantages of using database approach, as well as we have listed additional implications of using database approach. Please write this in your notebook. I'll be sending PDF of this, and if you got any doubt, you can give me a call. Thank you.